It's time to take a break and enjoy a cup of a 23 Morning Blend.
Good morning and welcome to the 23 Morning Blend on this beautiful Friday, April 21st. I'm Conor Hollingsworth.
I'm Marta Berglund.
Sinisippi Golf Course suffered a great deal of destruction, but crews work hard to remove all of the trees scattered throughout the course to help it get reopened soon. Still to come at 23 News at 5. Temperatures keep dropping in the state line, some of which could see close to 30s this weekend. Plus, Christmas season is only a few months away, and one meal company is releasing an advent calendar to celebrate.
Ooh, intrigue.
Another death investigation is underway with the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office after a third body is found in less than a week. Earlier this week, a Kankakee County judge ruled the no-cash bail portion of the act to be unconstitutional. This meant that, until further notice, counties involved in the lawsuit, like Stevenson and Winnebago, would not have to implement it until the appeal at the Illinois Supreme Court.
I know, I'm not complaining too much. It feels nice.
You've already got your jacket on, you've got your booties today.
I know, we're going all fall out, and I don't blame anyone for doing that.
Former sports doctor Larry Nassar, who was convicted of sexually abusing female gymnasts when he worked at Michigan State University, was stabbed multiple times during an altercation with another inmate at a federal prison in Florida. The attack occurred Sunday at the United States Penitentiary Coleman, but Nassar is reportedly in stable condition. According to one of the people familiar with the incident, Nassar was allegedly stabbed in the back and the chest. The former doctor is serving decades in prison after he was convicted of sexually assaulting athletes and admitting to possessing child pornography. Yeah, we've actually talked about the Camp Grant exhibit in the past, and I've come down to the museum, and a lot of interesting artifacts.
Yeah, we're collecting so much, and we're getting really close to our fundraising goals, so fingers crossed.
The Discovery Center's Family Fridays took a dive under the sea Friday afternoon. Families got to enjoy all kinds of ocean-related activities while learning a bit about the deep blue along the way. What shows do we have coming up this year? What should people at home be excited for from the Rockford Symphony Orchestra?
Well, we have lots to be excited about.
Welcome back for today's talkers. Conor Hollingsworth joins us today. Hello, Conor.
Hello, Anna Marie. Just Anna Marie and me on this lovely Friday. It's kind of like an uplifting spin-off of 2008's Marley and Me.
Sure.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. Welcome back for today's talkers. Conor Hollingsworth joins us from our 23 News Now desk. Happy Friday, Conor.
Hello, hello. Just me and Anna Marie. Sounds like a cheesy 90s sitcom. How are you doing on this Friday?
I'm great. I am ready for the weekend.
For our next talker, we are sticking with the plane theme.
Right.
Just in that last break, we had Kaylee Randall run in here and said, Conor, it's National Paper Airplane Day. You need to make a paper airplane. This is what I came up with.
Oh,
I'm terrible at making paper airplanes. I don't even know if I got the dimensions right. I'm going to fly it this way, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
hey,
that was pretty good, actually.
It went somewhere.
It went somewhere.
It
went right up into the air.
And came right back down.
Hey, don't they all?
Moving on to a happy talker
Yay.
here. Look at that. Look how cute that is. It's a sweater weather now, and Pillsbury has the perfect one for you. It has the Doughboy on the front, and if you press his stomach, he says his iconic, I'm going to try it, I don't know it. Mark joins me for our last story of the night, and Mark, I'm wondering if this is a record you might be able to beat.
Let's see.
An Australian
I just already saw it.
An Australian father has pushed his way into record history. Lucas Helmke has set a new world record after he completed more than 3,206 push-ups in just 1 hour. If you are trying to do the math, that comes out to almost 1 a second. The 33-year-old pulled off the feat in the gym in November, but Helmke says he was recently informed that the record had been approved. It's a show of solidarity from local UAW members to workers around the country. The message they have for automakers and how local leaders plan to back them up. Then, a new report from the US Labor Department shows more jobs are being added even as parts of the economy slows down, why some experts say that could actually come at a cost for consumers.
Gusty winds and temperatures getting into the 40s. Seems like fall is finally with us. Now, get ready for it to stick around. You'll hear more on that in my full forecast. Your news starts right now.
working for you. This is the 23 News Update at 10.
Auto workers and local leaders standing side by side for better working conditions and pay. Crowds form in front of the Belvedere assembly plant to support workers' rights. 23 News reporter Jake Pearson was at the rally where United Auto Worker leaders say a message was sent to automakers. Laborers will work, but for a fair wage.
Since UAW went on strike in September, laborers for Ford, GM, and Stellantis have rallied together in solidarity. Those at the assembly plant on Friday were no exception, bringing as many people as possible to leave the biggest impact possible.
When I say fired up, you say ready to go. Fired up.
Ready to go.
Fired up.
Ready to go.
In matching red shirts, laborers, leaders, and their families get their defiant engines started.
Who put the wheels on the cars? So much money, why can't we be valued too?
Matt Franzen is the president of UAW Local 1268. He set up the rally as a way to communicate with automakers. Laborers want to come back, but they won't be exploited for their hard work anymore.
If we're going to send a message to the CEO, hey, we're here, we're ready to work. Put a product in here. If it's to our UAW brothers and sisters, thank you for what you're doing for us. The sacrifices that you guys are doing for us, that's why these guys have shown up.
Our community stands with you, and your union brothers and sisters and siblings stand with you in solidarity.
Belvedere Mayor Clinton Morris addressed the crowd at the rally, where he said he will do whatever it takes to get the Stellantis plant functioning again.
I was a union employee, and with that, I was able to raise my family and have many things. But I was laid off as a UAW member in 1982, and I want to make sure that people have an opportunity to work, and I think that's my job.
As of Friday, UAW President Shawn Fain says Ford, GM, and Stellantis will do what they can to prevent any further work stoppages, which could mean strikes are closer to ending.
Thank you, Jake. Now, members of the UAW workforce created matching red shirts with the local 1268 logo on the front, with "We Are Belvedere" written on the back. The shirts were passed out to everyone attending the event.
Now, we went from seasonable this morning to unseasonable by the afternoon, evening time, if you can believe that. We've gotten very cool, and it's not leaving us anytime soon. But quickly, take a look at our Martin Series roof cam right now, where we were cleared from any of that rain. We are in the clear officially. I've not even seen a drop as we make our way into Saturday. 43 is our feels like. That is currently what it feels like outside right now. And winds have calmed down a little bit, which kind of helps, but we could be seeing some potential rain activity enter the area as well, because those dew points aren't going to be getting any warmer anytime soon. I'll explain why that matters in just a little bit.
The House Speaker job remains vacant after hardline Republicans and Democrats forced Kevin McCarthy out this week. But the battle to take his place is heating up. Republicans Jim Jordan of Ohio and House Majority Whip Steve Scalise of Louisiana have announced they're running for the position. Jordan is the founder of the Conservative Freedom Caucus and a leader of the Biden impeachment inquiry. Scalise is currently fighting blood cancer, but is cleared to run by doctors.
I think a great deal of Steve Scalise, Jim Jordan. There are a number of leaders in the Congress that would do an outstanding job.
For some people, I imagine it's going to be easier to work with than others, but whoever the speaker is, I'll try to work with.
Even though parts of the economy are slowing down, a new report from the Labor Department shows 336,000 jobs were added in September, and numbers for July and August were revised significantly higher. The unemployment rate remains near a historic low of 3.8%, as businesses like bars and restaurants see their staffing levels return to pre-pandemic levels. While there are more job hires this month than economists predicted, though, this could impact your wallet. Experts say people working forces companies to pay their workers more. As a result, inflation rates could also increase. One local economist says the current fear is that the strong job market could raise inflation rates to more than 4%.
Ideally, the Federal Reserve wants to keep inflation at about 2% or so. That's sort of their goal. We have a little bit of inflation, but not so it's really affecting people's lives to, a large extent.
A Rockford nonprofit that promotes locally owned businesses is ceasing operations after 13 years. Winnebago Buy Local was founded in 2010 by a small group of small business owners with the goal of encouraging the community to think local, support local, and buy local. Over the years, the organization grew to more than 1,000 members. Winnebago Buy Local board members say their efforts have had a tremendous impact on the community, signaling that the organization has run its course.
There's other groups around town that have kind of taken our cause and are kind of running with it for us, which is a fantastic thing for us to see. And it makes us feel comfortable as we're stepping back and saying, you know what, maybe it's time for us to kind of call it a day. And part of the reason we can do that is because so many other organizations are actually doing what we did.
More than $2 million are going towards Illinois communities to help develop and improve local bike path projects, including here in the state line. The Freeport Park District is getting $200,000 to work on a 10-foot wide bike path in Crape Park that runs just over a mile by Yellow Creek. The Rockford Park District is getting $146,000 to help replace the 1 mile long Sports Core recreation path. Still ahead tonight, a new exhibit at the Grammy Museum pays homage to the hip-hop genre, exploring its roots and impact on American culture. But first, it's a local event in Ogle County that helps out families in need and aims to evolve the community as much as possible, while local leaders say that involvement is so important.